So I've had to record this like about 100 times because I'm trying to get my point out there correctly without rambling and not being on point. So yeah, that's been my problem so far. And the guy I'm talking about is Praise of Shadows. In Praise of Shadows, sorry. So he went after Wendigoon and he's pretty much deleted that entire segment out. Now it's like a 2.5 hour video. I wasn't going to watch the whole thing. I only wanted to watch what he was saying about Wendigoon because that was like the primary take of this was he had a very bad take on Wendigoon. Now, he deleted it apparently. He took that segment out, which kind of made it hard. But then I saw people were like, hey, it's been re-uploaded. You want to go watch it? Hell yeah. So I went ahead and watched it. There is so much jealousy behind his voice. It's deafening. Because here's the thing. I think, this is just me coming from my own experience. But when you're on YouTube, you're going to get compared to people if you are even similar. Now, that's what I think it is. He's like a essay style, video documentarian, blah, 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 whatever you want to say. But basically what he does like a high school essay version, breaks down movies, breaks down this, that, and the other. I've actually watched him, which is before all this controversy happened. Stuff to do with Oz. I don't know why I had this, hyper-focused want to understand Oz, but I went down a rabbit hole watching Oz content. And I remember watching a few of his videos. Now, my thing about it is he has pretty much tarnished his reputation for now. I didn't know that he did this blame the right-wing propaganda machine type thing on everything. That's kind of what he does. I didn't know that because when I was watching Oz, I didn't get that feeling. It wasn't until The Hills Have Eyes. That's something that that I noticed that he brought up. I didn't bring it up. He brought it up, and that's the only reason why I went and watched the video, and I started realizing, yeah, I can see why people are, kind of clowning on you, because you stumbled over your words pretty bad, and what you said was, honestly, it was pretty messed up. Let me go ahead and try to make it, it's going to be out of context, but essentially how everybody's, perceiving this is that he compared Native Americans to this disfigured, inbred, cannibalistic family. And he does kind of compare them together, because what it is, he says that it's supposed to be like a metaphor. That's essentially what it is, that the monsters of the movie are a metaphor for Native Americans, and that the people being attacked are a metaphor for the good, nice white America. Take that with what you will. I'm not going to sit here and try to, discredit his assumptions or anything like that, but you can think for yourself on that one. But what I want to talk about is the Wendigoon thing. I know I've kind of rambled on for a few minutes, but Wendigoon is the problem, because Wendigoon I've seen plenty of times, probably said his name about 20. Wendigoon seems to be a pretty decent, down-to-earth dude. He does his own content his own way, and he's got a good following for it. He earns, I guess, a pretty penny for it. And there's a clip that bothers me, and I'm going to show you it right quick.
Wendigoon is a horror conspiracy theorist YouTuber with several million subscribers that, as you will hopefully come to see, should not be seen as the wholesome, southern-friendly dad persona that he has publicly constructed around himself in the past several years. And that, like many people who talk about being Christians as much as he does, has a dark past with deep ties to far-right extremism. I have no need or desire to hear 5 hours of opinions on Blood Meridian from a 21-year-old millionaire who got famous around the age of 19. But I say that to argue that I really do think that there are some works that are really not intended to hit the right way until we are older. There are some works that fundamentally will not be understood by you if you are wealthy and have always been upper class your entire life.
That is where all credibility goes out the window, when he starts attacking his financial status, because his father, who may or may not have been like this big crime lord and all this, decided to turn to God, and then Wendigoon decided to jump on the bandwagon of doing YouTube videos, and he got pretty popular at 19. If you're going to bring up the amount of money he makes in just some kind of little slick you think you got a moment, if you're going to keep trying to clown on him for him being a millionaire, and then you are making $500 a month off of YouTube, that makes you look childish. It makes you look jealous. I, for one, have been compared to somebody, if you haven't heard of him. He's a small YouTuber, Moist Critical. Penguin Zio, he's not that famous. But I've been compared to him in a joking manner. That doesn't hurt my feelings. I think it's kind of funny. I knew that's why I had my hair up for like a good majority of my videos until like this year. I said, fuck it, I'm just going to have my hair down. But it seems like he's like on that cuff of Wendigoon status, and he's mad that he doesn't have the same status. Because he even states, they share a type of content, but like, I guess the political affiliation to that content, like how their opinions, is where it separates. And that's another thing. He thinks his opinions are invalid, and this is not me twisting his words. The way he says it sounds like he says it's invalid because of his upbringing, how he was in money, so his opinions don't basically matter. I came into YouTube knowing I would probably be compared to somebody at some point. I've had my hair long for years. Right now it's wet and still drying, so I got to go take care of it here in a minute because I look like I've not showered, and I am, what is it called? Pheromone boosting or whatever that weird dude said. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I gotta just go ahead and brush my hair because it's gonna click together and I gotta get it all cleaned up. But I've been compared to him. If you're gonna get mad because you're compared to somebody, I don't know if that's what's going on, but I'm assuming from the jealousy that's coming out that you're mad because the comparisons are there, but you're not making the money. Dude has 14 million subscribers, right? Moist Critical does. I'm not gonna get there. If I do, I don't know. But I'm not going to get there in the same way he does. I'm doing it the way I like to do content. It's not the same as him. Have we touched on the same subjects? Yes. Has he done a better job? Probably. He's been doing it a lot longer than me. Am I mad or jealous? No. Charlie, built his content, built his community the way he wanted to, and he enjoys every day he does content. The same as me. I don't upload every single day. I upload often. Why? Because it's content I like to talk about. I'm not in a niche category like that where I'm doing these essays on videos and I'm only bringing out, one video a month. No, I'm putting a video out pretty much every day. I stream on the weekends as often as I can. I'm on a swing shift, so my sleep schedule, I gotta get sleep or I'm not going to be able to do any content with you guys. Top it off, I'm working 12 hours a day. This is a full pay job. I work. That's another thing. If you are broke, go get a job. Do this part-time. I don't know what to tell you on that one. You're just going to have to be an adult and actually get a real job and not go, oh, I don't get enough on YouTube. No, get a job and do this part-time, okay? Your content, you haven't built up enough. You're not getting enough views. Maybe you're not, I don't know, watch your language. However you're pointing it out, because you're getting hundreds of thousands of views, that's got to be enough to make decent money. It's probably because you're not ad-friendly. You may need to change your language up a little bit. The reason why I'm not changing my language up, and I will say fuck as much as I want, is because I'm not here to try to make this a priority, right? I do my YouTube stuff on the side whenever I get a chance. That's why my goofy handle is my side life, because I thought it was clever, and then now that I realize it's just weird, I'm not going to get rid of it because I'm not one to run from my mistakes. I think you got to face them head on, and this is something he's not going to do. He's going to double down more and more. He's not going to own up to it, which is a bigger deal. That's why this video is going on for so long. It's irritating me, but at the same time, it's something I find interesting that this man would literally jump down, try to break somebody else's content down, or their character down. He also goes after Donut Operator, which if you haven't watched his content, I'm not going to recommend his content. It's going to be, it's adult oriented. It's definitely not for the faint of heart. The stuff he covers is very gruesome, and he skews that line on what's allowed on YouTube, which I do like his content. I like, who he is. He has a skate shop, stuff like that. Stuff I've been into since I was a kid. And this man labels him as a firearm-owning nut job, basically. And he's further from the truth. The dude constantly talks about safety. He breaks down cop videos of people, getting their button pushed where they will not breathe anymore. And the situations, he breaks them down so you can understand better for good cops. And then he'll even out bad cops. Be like, yeah, this dude should be taken care of. He shouldn't be a cop anymore. He should lose everything. He openly admits when there is a problem in the police force that he talks about. He'll speak about that police officer. I like some of the content, some of the comments. They are pretty funny. One of them says, Wendigoon is right wing because I'm a broke bitch. I think that was funny. I'm sorry. That is hilarious. Dude, you have ruined yourself a little bit on this one. I don't think he's going to take a big, dump. With followers. I don't think everybody's going to abandon him. He's still got his followers. He's still got, everything that's going for him. I just don't think attacking somebody else, like literally attacking, not just speaking on it. Like a lot of the people I talk about, when they make a mistake, I'm talking about it. I'm just speaking of everything. Neon, for instance, I'm not attacking his character. He's just shitty. I'm only speaking on behalf of his actual, his actions. The people that I cover, their actions are bad. Just because they're friends with somebody, doesn't mean they're, friends with like the most evil people in the world. I don't know what you guys think. Go ahead and tell me down below. Don't harass the guy. Obviously, don't attack him. I'm gonna go ahead and say that because the dude's already getting slammed. He's kind of put himself in this predicament. When you post stuff on the internet, you're obviously going to have detractors one way or another. I have them. It happens. I'm not even that famous, dude. And I'm not even, like, famous. Nobody knows my name. So I can imagine you having hundreds of thousands of subscribers and you're only getting 100,000 views here and there. Dude, you really, really got to humble yourself before you start attacking somebody. Especially speaking on finances. Come on, man. That's tacky. That's just... that's some Wings of Redemption level shit. I don't know if you know him. Y'all got about the same amount of subscribers. Go ahead and watch his content. The only difference is you get 10 times the amount of views for your video essays, while Wings gets slandered all day long and ruins his own name. You don't want to go down that path, bud. I think you need to do a formal apology. Probably remove the video. Don't talk about Wendigoon and all these right-wing and political stuff. But yeah, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.